What's up everyone, it's your boy Shaka here, coming to you with the first episode for Escape from Tarkov. Today we're going to be talking about Skier's setup. It is the most time consuming and annoying task that I've done so far, and I thought I would give some tips and tricks on how to get through it so you don't end up like this. Okay. Sounds like we got company. No, bro.
Great job.
Today is the day we finish the setup task. It will be done. Oh yes, it will be done.
All right, let's get into the loadout here. So I'm going with an MP153. You can shoot a lot of shots in a quick succession. I like to put on a 7 slug capacity because you want to have as many of those shots without breaking the bank, because you know sometimes you're probably going to die in this mission. This mission's one of those things that you want to be pretty cost effective with. You know that you don't have a helmet on, so it doesn't take very much to lay you out. I definitely run piranha ammo, but you can use a magnified scope and use the blue slug ammo. It's kind of dealer's choice, but I like to get a little bit close and dirty with this one. I had a really good tip from one of my Twitch channel chatters. He was able to give me some knowledge on this one. Right by roadblock, there is a pipe just down the hill where you can actually nestle yourself and be fairly well protected, and generally people aren't going to be checking the corners, as well as you might be able to get yourself a nice cheeky headshot on somebody that is at the actual roadblock extract, where you can sit up here and catch people as they cross the river without them being any of the wiser. Now generally this one's going to be a bit of a slow burn. There's not going to be people that show up very quickly, and when they do extract, sometimes they are going to be prone, so it is one of those hit and miss situations where you will need to gauge if you want to be heard to try to get that headshot off, or if you want to just rush up there and hope that you can kill them faster than they kill you. Generally, that's not going to be the case though. Here comes the pain again. Oh, fuck. Another one of my go-to spots is the power building. Going to be in the middle of these warehouses, right by old gas. I should have probably checked the giving tree before I ran and went out of there. However, it is really important to get there first, because you can sometimes catch people when they think that they're safe and they're definitely not, because I'm waiting for them in some of the most janky, greasy spots imaginable. I don't think I've ever been in here, actually. I noticed that the power building was actually a really central location where people either came in right away or they decided to come in after they were cleared out some of the adjacent warehouses. It depends on your playstyle, but I like to go up to the higher spots and shoot down because it means I get more of a headshot opportunity on players. You can go underneath where the darkness is, where the bars are underneath the box, and it does keep you away from where the scavs might shoot you through the glass. However, you can get shots off through the glass as well if you can be opportunistic enough. So this building is definitely one of those buildings that can be traveled but isn't traveled very often. And when it is, you can get the drop on somebody pretty easily. Sounds like somebody's below. go, dude. Now, as you could see, I didn't get the opportunity to kill him in the first volley of shots, but using my cover, being able to just quick peek and just blast as many shots as I can and then quickly go back to cover was very effective there. If I didn't kill him on the second volley, I was just going to rotate around again, let him sweat it out a little bit, and then reload and do the same thing over again until he was dead. But luckily, because he didn't have too much armor on him, I was able to get the drop on and be able to kill this guy pretty effectively. And as you can see, the darkness is very good cover. It's going to be very difficult to see somebody through those bars as well, unless somebody's got a flashlight. But generally, not many people are going to expect you to be there, especially if you get there early. Sounds like we got more movement. We got another one. These bars can't hold me, dog. Ah. Now in this situation, you don't want to be making any sort of noise at all. You don't want to give away your position or let anybody know that you're in the vicinity. So it's definitely one of those things that I only moved when I heard gunshots covering my movement, and I was able to get the drop on the guy. Now we're going to be going to some other locations because you obviously aren't going to be spawning in the same spot every time. So it's always good to kind of learn different areas where you can go to get some opportunistic early raid kills, as well as maybe camping some of the extracts. Another major bonus about this area is that you can go hit the power switch on the other side of the building and then make your way over to Fortress, loot up Fortress, and if you're lucky enough to have the ZB13 key, the factory exit key, you maybe just get out with some of the stuff that you find in there. I was lucky enough to find a LEDX. Maybe that's a bit of a streamer luck situation, but I was pretty happy with it. So even if you don't get any kills PMC wise, you can definitely use this as a good route to get in and get out with some really good stuff. By the end of my setup journey, I went from 2 million rubles up to 7.5 million with a bunch of dorms and fortress raids. Pretty much uncontested. So generally when I spawn here, I'm not doing the setup mission. I'm going to be going right to dorms. You get in there first, you can loot up a bunch, you can put some things in your gamma pouch. But in terms of what I generally notice in setup is that people are just going to be checking everywhere in there anyways. So if you've got a shotgun in there, you're probably going to lose most of the fights because people are going to be just waiting for somebody to be camping that area. And they're generally going to be pretty juiced. So I was just kind of a bit of avoiding that area. So whenever I came into here, I wanted to try and make my way across to the power station and got pretty lucky. Let's go! We got another PMC kill! That guy was running a pistol. Now, similar to power station, in this area, it's very transitory. There's a lot of areas where people want to move through. They might want to get to Crack House. They might want to go across towards their pocket watch mission. There's a lot of different areas where you can kind of sit and reside. I found that this garage was probably going to be one of the better places. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies. You can get up top into this little corner and hope to see somebody run through to try to get to the other side. It's not necessarily a loot spot, so people are mostly thinking of it as a place that you can run through. And on top of that, you can actually listen for people running by and peek your head out, maybe take a couple pot shots, see if you can get lucky with a kill. I didn't necessarily get any kills on camera, but in terms of it being a good honorable mention, I definitely wanted to shout this place out. Now everybody knows ZB11. It's definitely one of those spots that people are going to be camping, generally inside the bunker. There are a few people that know about this spot, but it definitely doesn't seem like an area that people check very often. And it's one of those spots that actually is a bit of a diamond in the rough you're going to be able to get yourself into a situation where people are just running by, not even thinking where you might be. Just hide yourselves between these two train track stoppers and just wait for any sort of sound cue. I really like this spot because nobody seems to anticipate it. You get the scabs that spawn in this area and they don't seem to sniff you out, but you can get a really good drop on somebody. You just gotta wait prone, and as soon as you start hearing a sound cue of a player that's coming by, give it another second or so and then pop your head out and boom, you're gonna get the drop on them super easily. You're also gonna feel like a terrible human being, but that comes with the territory. So even at range with that piranha, the setupper becomes the setup. Very greasy. Yeah. Very greasy. I hate this. I hate this task. You know what? It means now I'm only 7 kills away from getting the fuck off this stupid task. 15 of these fucking kills. Unbelievable. Mark my words though, we're getting this done today. Let's fucking go, dude. Fuck. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. He heard me, he just didn't know where. More piranha. Bruh. ZB11 was almost too easy. There was just a lot of opportunity to just wait there. If you've got the time, you've got the food and the water, you can definitely get yourself a pretty decent amount of kills at ZB11. It's one of the more popular extracts, and for whatever reason, nobody seems to check that little area up there. I'm always going to give it a good little shot before I go around and get into the bunker itself. But until next time, we'll just be going to a different spot to show you guys. This one is going to be at Big Red on the other side of the river. This one, if you can get in there quickly enough, you can generally get a really good spot that not many people know about, and you can get a good amount of kills up there. I was able to get 2 or 3 from this location because nobody's really anticipating that spot. Even if somebody's trying to rush upstairs to go to Tarkov director's office, this is the area to be going if you spawn on this side of the river. Somebody got up here, I think, right? Go, dudes. Love it. Feel like whoever's showed me this spot. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's not too bad then. Oh, hey. All right, so to wrap this one up, I'm going to show you guys one last spot. This one does require the factory exit key. It is the in-between shortcut that you can go to right by the power building. It's a really good way to get to power building, as well as just generally going to be a really good spot. Not many people are going to expect you to camp in there. You want to keep all of the doors open. I generally will keep them closed just because it means that people are less likely to think somebody's in there. But if you keep them open, it's easier to escape any grenades that are thrown. But in my case, I just really thought that the better opportunity would be to shoot somebody that's walking by. And if I die after getting that one setup kill, then that's it for me. I'm glad I at least got that kill. Was really... I can unlock this? What? I did not know I had that key on me. And as we talked about before, make my way across towards power, see if I can get another kill inside of one of my favorite spots, and maybe on the way just hit the power switch and go to Fortress after that. Can't tell if that's a scav. It's a player. Let's fucking go. Oh shit! Is that a scav? Yes! I'm so happy to be done this mission. I am more of a W shift player, obviously not much of a camper, especially an extract camper, but it was just nice to finally be done a task that was dogging me for a couple of days now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything you guys want me to try and cover next, please do let me know. This is my first time doing Tarkov stuff, and as you can see, I've only got about 180 hours in the game, but I feel like I'm getting a pretty good handle on it, so maybe I can do a couple more things without, you know, incurring the wrath of some more OG players in this game. Anyways, hope you guys like this. Definitely hit that like, subscribe, and comment in the section below for that algorithm juice, and we'll catch you guys again real soon. Ciao for now.